10th of October 2022. To present the news, my name is Tracy Mwansa. A look at the top stories making headlines. Pongaliwewe accused of being a runaway dad, and 2 people arrested in drug cleanup exercise. CSO Data Alliance loads debt transparency strides, and Luswaniso says changes in office of DPP are normal. Green Party welcomes the sacking of Siuniso. Luizi taps remain dry despite several water bodies. And now the news in details. 2 people have been arrested in Lusaka after a raid on pharmaceutical outlets and found selling illegal medicines and pharmaceutical products. 6 outlets have since been closed down after being found abrogating the law by sale of medicines and other medical products that are below standards, that included beautiful absorbent cotton wool, which was recently withdrawn from the market by the Zambia Medicines Regulatory Authority, ZAMRA. And the operation was conducted by ZAMRA in collaboration with Zambia Police in a bid to clear out unauthorized medicines and pharmaceutical products in unregistered outlets in Lusaka. Here is a report.
These are unregistered pharmaceutical outlets, also known as drug stores, which are being closed down by the Zambian Medicines Regulatory Authority, ZAMRA, in collaboration with the Zambia Police, in an effort to curb the illegal trade of unauthorized medicines and other related substances. Saturday, 15th of October 2022, the exercise was in Lusaka's Kamanga, Lilanda, and Lwanga compounds, and those who were found guilty of abrogating ZAMRA guidelines were arrested. Speaking after the exercise with MUVI TV News, ZAMRA Public Relations Officer Ludovic Mwape has confirmed that 6 outlets have been shut down and 2 suspects have been arrested and detained for questioning.
So investigations are ongoing. 2 of the suspects have been picked and detained for questioning for some of the products that have been found on them. So this is the operation is very important because most of these products that are being sold in these facilities are not fit or are not safe for members of the public to consume. The quality is compromised because of the storage facilities that are being used.
Mr. Mwape has also urged women to avoid getting the emergency contraceptive known as the morning after in unregistered outlets.
Through complaints that has been brought to the authority, the attention of the authority that a number of girls are abusing the emergency contraceptive pill known as morning after, and they are getting these products from unregistered facilities every time they want to maybe use it as a safe planning pill. So our appeal is for people that are in these facilities to act professionally by inquiring why the people want to use these products.
He has also appealed to members of the public to help ZAMRA in its effort to stop the illegal trade of unauthorized medicines and to stop buying from unregistered outlets. Reporting for MUVI TV News, Celestina Mbewe, Lusaka.
Popular football administrator Pongaliwewe has been accused of child neglect of a 7-year-old boy he allegedly had with Ndola-based woman Prudence Banda, claims to have had an affair with the son of the late legendary soccer commentator Dennis Liwewe when she became pregnant, but was then abandoned. Ms. Banda alleges that Mr. Liwewe has refused to pay child support and that efforts have to have him own up to his responsibility have yielded no result. When questioned about the accusations, Mr. Liwewe gave a no-comment response to a MUVI TV reporter. Here is a report.
Ndola-based woman Prudence Banda has taken to the press demanding child support from renowned soccer administrator Ponga Liwewe. Ms. Banda claims having a son with Mr. Liwewe from their dating affair about 8 years ago.
We were just dating, then I felt pregnant at the time.
She however says efforts to engage him, including seeking help from the victim support unit, has yielded nothing.
There are times where, you know, Mr. Ponga is not just I don't know what kind of a person he is. It's like he does it on purpose. realizing as if that boy is not his. I even told him, if you've got a problem knowing that if this boy is not your son, maybe you should go for a DNA test. Because there's no way you can be behaving in such a manner. Eh? Every time they ask this, I told him, you know, it's because me I'm in Angola and you are in Lusaka. It's very irritating by every time you have to be calling someone for food, for what. Just think of, let's come to a conclusion.
When asked to confirm or deny knowing Ms. Banda, Mr. Liwewe refused to comment on the matter. Not too long ago, another public figure, former Kabushi Member of Parliament, Bowman Lusambo, was accused of child neglect by a Ndola-based woman, Mercy Coam, in what now may be termed to be a Ndola infect. For MUVI TV News, I'm Kaptua Afias in Lusaka.
The Civil Society Debt Alliance has commended the enactment of the Public Debt Management Act, which birthed the 2023 annual borrowing plan, stating that it will strive towards attaining debt transparency. CSO Debt Alliance coordinator Wakumelo Mata says it is encouraging that the annual borrowing plan provides a breakdown of the purpose of external debt to be contracted. He also noted that the downside is that it only provides a block figure for domestic debt being proposed to be contracted without a proper breakdown of how the resources will be utilized. Mr. Mata adds that the plan is also silent on how government plans to honor pending debt repayments and that it does not address the fiscal risk that may arise in an event that Zambia does not get all the relief being sought under the common framework. And the Alliance has also questioned the approval criteria for the planned loans, noting that in the current state, almost all proposed borrowings will be approved in the ruling party meets the minimum threshold of a simple majority. Mr. Mata since proposed that the Act be amended, do that it may not only deliver transparency but also effectively keep public debt within sustainable levels. Here is a report.
Debt distress has been a key driver of the economic downturn experienced over the past years. Now, the present debt challenges are partly owed to a weak legal framework governing public debt management. And so it is our considered view as the Civil Society Organizations Debt Alliance that the enactment of the Public Debt Management Act on the 11th of August 2022, which birthed the 2023 annual borrowing plan, is a commendable stride towards attaining debt transparency. It is encouraging that the proposed borrowing plan has provided a breakdown of how the external debt that government proposes to contract will be utilized. However, we remain concerned that the borrowing plan has not provided a similar breakdown for the domestic debt that government plans to borrow. In addition, the proposed borrowing plan has remained silent in terms of what happens in the undesirable case that Zambia does not get all the relief that is being sought under the G20 common framework.
UPND National Youth Chairperson Gilbert Liswaniso has charged that the changes in the Office of Director of the Public Prosecutions (DPP) is nothing unusual, as every government builds its own system. Mr. Liswaniso says President Hakainde Hichilema's decision to remove Ms. Lillian Siuni from her position as DPP is unjustified, as some members of the public wanted to see better services in the DPP's office. He was speaking during MUVI TV's special interview on Friday evening, Friday 14th October 2022. President Hichilema announced that he had removed Ms. Siuni as DPP and appointed Gilbert Piri pending ratification from Parliament. Here is a report. And on that note, let's take a break. Stay tuned.
Paying your bills the old way.
Let's go. Just need to buy some power.
Paying your bills with the My Airtel app.
Bro, there's a line.
You have the power in your pocket. The power to instantly pay your bills hassle-free. Unlock that power with the My Airtel app. Visit the App Store or Google Play now.
Oh, you're back. the time you're supposed to report for work?
No,
Can you speak like a man? Is this the time you're supposed to report for work? Come up here. You. What's the problem?
What?
Where are you going to?
I want to use the madam.
All the time. Okay, it's okay.
You, it's none of your business. What's wrong with you?
Bamebo? The receptionist?
Now you're challenging me. You're challenging me, right?
Linda, for Christ's sake, can you at least behave like you're matured for once?
You don't tell me what to do, but you listen to me, Miss Mansell.
I was not picked.
So how is that my problem or a client's problem?
I miss the old days. Let's go back to our old selves.
Travis, get out. This is not your company. You have your own company. Please get out.
But it's me who goes kulialeti wamonaka
So I wanted to be with you.
This guy seems to be a threat. I hate him.
I hate this guy.
Bet on your luck with 1xBet. Bet on the sports events with 1xBet. Get the tickets and take part in the super cool prizes draw. Bet on your luck with 1xBet.
Back, the Green Party has welcomed President Hakainde Hichilema's decision to fire the Director of Public Prosecution (DPP), Lillian Siyuni, for a contravention of the Constitution. Party leader Peter Sinkamba says the firing of Ms. Siyuni should be a lesson to all constitutional office holders to desist from contravening the Constitution, as it is a serious matter. Here is a report.
This, we think, is a lesson to all constitutional office holders that breach the Constitution. They need to know that this is a very, very serious matter and it should never be breached at all, because breach of the Constitution is inexcusable at all, and regardless who it is, that person must be fired or must face the consequences. So we really commend President Hakainde Hichilema for demonstrating the leadership in this matter. We, however, think that he should not just end at firing Ms. Siyuni. We think that
Solwezi Mayor Remi Kalepa says access to safe drinking water in Solwezi district remains a major challenge. Mr. Kalepa explains some selected houses in the district still do not have access to water despite the area endowed with water bodies. He says some residents have continued drawing water in shallow wells, which should be discouraged. Here is a report.
Water utility, we have a chance. The water that we are supplying to maybe that area, maybe this will be an opportunity now to supply to other areas, because they are going to have a backup coming from the facility that we negotiated with through the mines. I'm sure you've heard about the Kabitaka issue. In trying to negotiate with the mines, there is progress there. So water in Solwezi is one of the critical issues. And I want to assure the people of Solwezi, their leaders that they elected, the mayor that they elected is the mayor that is passionate about some of these things. We don't sleep. Every time we are imagining, when you get to Kawama, people are getting water from a shallow well. People are going to get water from the streams. In the same stream, the activities, people are washing in there. People, young children are playing in there. Dirty water, people go and get that water and use them. We are not going to allow that. And the president has given a directive. Don't let people fail to access clean drinking water. We are passionate about it, and we'll make sure that we are.
Indians have been encouraged to play a part in proactively avoiding infections such as diarrhea by practicing good health hygiene in making World Hand Washing Day, which falls October. Zambia Care International has called on society to transformation hand-washing habits with soap and a voluntary practice. Organization Country Director Chikwem Bwendwa says good hygiene saves lives as some diarrhea diseases and acute respiratory infections have proved to be fatal. And Loplo Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Roy Mwansa says the rollout of the National Raw Water Supply and Sanitation Program to all districts will improve the availability of clean water. The duo was speaking during the handover ceremony of a solar water scheme at Mshota Primary School in Kawambo District.
We live in sustainability, and this is why I am proud to say that we have also ensured that we have trained 5 pump mechanics and 10 wash committee members to manage the water scheme, and also over 1,300 water point committee members to manage the water points, and further oriented, trained 20 pump minders in operation and maintenance of the new and rehabilitated boreholes and water systems that were area attributed to the project.
Water is a right. You have a right to water and sanitation. But pipes, that tank, the solar panels, the person who comes and actually has the tools and fixes that system, that is not free. That person needs food and they need fuel. So please, please, invest in the water system now.
KFW and UNICEF at a cost of 400,000 is a clear demonstration of conducive environment created by the government of the Republic of Zambia to enable cooperating partners such as KFW, UNICEF, and CARE to contribute the development of the country, especially provision of water.
On that note, let's take a break. Stay tuned for more stories coming up.
Fidelity Stores has new items from a brand you can trust, Electromaster.
When looking for electrical home appliances, look no further than Electromaster, a brand you can trust.
Items include blenders, steam and dry pressing irons, mini cooker and ovens, single plate cooker, double plate cooker, single and double deep fryers, 18-inch stand fan, sandwich maker and toasters, rice cookers in all shapes and sizes, pizza pans, gas stoves and kerosene stoves, hair dryers, food processors and electric kettles. All items available at all Fidelity Stores outlets.
Electromaster, a quality product of Fidelity Stores.
Hurry now while stocks last. Fidelity Stores, quality goods, affordable prices.
The extraordinary is here. Exercise accompanied with entertainment only on MUVI TV, your channel of choice. This time around, we bring to you Chova Weekend, coming to you every Saturday exactly at 14 hours. You can be a part by joining us on watching MUVI TV or be a part of the Chova and feel the entertainment. MUVI TV, your channel of choice. Chova Weekend, exclusively MUVI TV.
How to use your home Airtel Money wallet when traveling across Africa. Step 1. Get used to a new place. Step 2. Learn the language and culture. Step 3. Pay your bills in a foreign country using your home Airtel Money wallet. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back. A local clergyman has called on President Hakainde Hichilema and former Republican President Edgar Lungu to use the National Day of Prayer and Fasting and Reconciliation to forgive each other and get rid of bitterness and leave vengeance to God. Miracle Impact Ministries International Bishop John Ngandwe, popularly known as John General, says the two leaders should find time to iron out their differences and make peace as leaders if the nation is to have proper healing and the much needed talked about peace. The bishop has that he is aware that President Hakainde Hichilema suffered at the hands of the PF, but says it is not for him to revenge those suffering, adding that President Hichilema should not take things personal and punish those who made him suffer. Here is a report.
It is yet again that period when Zambians are preparing for the Day of National Prayer and Fasting. While the Ministry of National Guidance and Religious Affairs is a closed chapter, with the main church mother bodies largely welcoming the decision to abolish it. The National Day of Prayer set for every 18th of October will go on. During his first year in office, former President Edgar Lungu declared October 18th as a public holiday in observance of the National Day of Prayer, Fasting, Repentance and Reconciliation. This year, 2022, the situation is still the same, as many people have already started preparing for the day. And Miracle Impact Ministries International Bishop John Ngandwe has called for the Republican President Hakainde Hichilema and the former Republican President Edgar Lungu to use this year's National Day of Prayer, Fasting and Reconciliation to forgive each other and to get rid of the bitterness in their hearts and leave vengeance for God. Speaking in an interview, Bishop Ngandwe says the two leaders should find time to talk things over the things that happened many years ago and make peace, as they are fathers of the nation who should be at the forefront in making peace, as that is the only way they will help with the healing of the nation, and that can only happen at the National Day of Prayer, Fasting and Reconciliation on the 18th of October 2022.
President Edgar Day ya 18 October tupezane kuja ntimwe batate tunasala nao bamozi muma president yonse 5 inasi ya ziko turi na chikonko chambiri mu country ya Zambia mamaliro ya mene inatufikila muziko ma president yonse ya sira unasala ndiwo mumozi wa mene unasala monga chizindikilo cha mene tunasala nacho President Edgar tupempa day 18 October upezeke kuja musonkano imwe babiri munasala monga batate mu country na HH mugwirizani sikuri ma issue ya kukambisa na babiri muzakambisa na babiri na ma issue yanu muisirire mulungu ndio amenaziba.
The bishop further says that he is aware that the current president Hakainde Hichilema suffered at the hands of the Patriot Front PF regime, but it is not for him to revenge those suffering.
Nipempa country yatu ya Zambia kuri president HH usachite revenge. My president HH usachite revenge mu country ya Zambia. Bonse ni bana bako bamene bakutukana bamene bakamba vyoipa ubaike pamozi ni bana bako.
Zambia is officially a Christian nation according to the 1996 constitution, with 75% of the population having a Protestant affiliation and 20% being Roman Catholic.
Tupempa country yatu ya Zambia, ma bishop, ma pastors, tuike nzelu mukumanga. Na ba president, i vision yo manga church, isasalile muija foundation, tumange ko church. Sometimes tumapezana pa cathedral, kamalo ni kangono maningi, tukangiwa sometimes kunkala bonse pamozi. Inkale ko example ni Christian country nde pempo ya mene ni pempo mu country yatu ya Zambia kupitilila ba president HH no revenge.
Margaret Chota, MUVI TV News in Lusaka.
The Operation Young Vote OIVC has expressed dismay at the behavior of some opposition party leaders whom it says have gone on rampage insulting Republican President Hakainde Hichilema in the name of offering checks and balances. OIVC Executive Director Gestin Nyarenda says engagement and operation systems adopted by some opposition politicians are detrimental to Zambia's democratic credentials gained at high cost over the years.
Efficacy and add value to politics through giving objective and positive alternatives in divergence rather than being lawless. It is Operation Young Vote's conviction that issue-based engagements to any degree of divergence are not only an inevitable ingredient, but also a hallmark to our national coherence, peace, democracy, and good governance and development, which we all have to endeavor to embrace.
Councillors have welcomed the unanimous decision made by members of parliament in the National Assembly in passing a motion to improve councillors' conditions of services. Speaking to MUVI TV News in an interview, Mansa Ward Councillor James Kalebaila says councillors as civic leaders also deserve better working conditions. Also adding his voice, Namwendo Ward Councillor Bright Mwaba stated that among other things that should be improved include funeral expresses for a councillor. Meanwhile, Kamala Ward Councillor Mainga Smart has expressed gratitude to all MPs from the left and right on uniting to pass the motion they have described as progressive and non-controversial. Here is a report.
James Kalebaila, I'm the councillor for Mansa Ward in Mansa District. We are very delighted as councillors, especially to our members of parliament who have debated our condition of service in parliament. We are hoping for the best, and we say thank you to all the people, especially our MPs who took time to contribute. We were following with interest the debate in parliament. We say thank you to all members of parliament.
So very progressive. It is going to make sure that we work for the people one, and also keep our families. Remember, we come from homes. We don't only represent the people in the world. We also come from homes where we are supposed to take care of our families. And also taking care of the world. It's not easy to move from one point to the other. And also when, for example, if I died, there is nowhere in my conditions where the local authority is going to fund my funeral expenses. So we are hoping in these conditions that we are waiting for, all those aspects are going to be there.
The government says it will continue to promote a multi-religion society in Zambia in order to remain inclusive. Local Government and Rural Development Minister Gary Nkombo says the new Dawn government remains accommodative to other religions to practice and grow their faith in Zambia. Mr. Nkombo also encouraged the Babs community in Zambia to continue encouraging people to join their faith if they were to have more devoted persons to their beliefs. The minister made the remarks at the Pramukh Swami Maharaj centennial celebrations in Lusaka yesterday for the Hindus that started yesterday and will run until 18th October. And Indian High Commissioner Chargé d'Affaires Murugasen Ramaswamy said India was happy that the Zambian government embraced all races, culture, traditions and religion. Mr. Ramaswamy explained that the festival was meant to remind people of how good Pramukh Swami Maharaj was to mankind and how to be lived a life without sin, which all should endeavor to live. Our community has received honors and awards, both local and international, from organizations such as United Nations, UN, and others for the continued selflessness and love. For he said he encourages communities to emulate and be inspired by the life of Pramukh Swami Maharaj if they were to live a life that recognize and uplift the lives of others in any given society.
Avenues for millions of people to experience the splendor of Indian culture. BAPS Mandirs are a center for spiritual growth and a place of worship. It's a place which millions of devotees call a home away from home.
First of all, thank you for shining the light of me to come and witness this phenomenal event of the representative of your spiritual leader, Swami Maharaj. The tour of the exhibition of his life is extremely revealing in that I feel like I've met him in person, even if I have not. His life journey does teach you a lot of things, including anthropology, benevolence, the kindness, all the values that put life into meaning. I have learnt a new turn of life through this visit. Today I have learnt a milestone of the values that come with the Supreme Being, Pramod Swami Maharaj, who passed away in 2016. It is very clear to see from the exhibition that he touched millions of lives, and he was truly a saint who requires to go down in the annals of history, remembered all the time.
On that note, let's take a break. Stay tuned.
Bet on your luck with 1xBet. Test your luck and get a chance to win one of the super prizes. Bet on the sports events with 1xBet. Get the tickets and take part in the super cool prizes draw. Technospark smartphone, powerful generator, or a cool Bajaj motorcycle. Bet on your luck with 1xBet.
Falcon Express, Zambia's most reliable courier. Our services cut across the board with special packages for SMEs, corporate and individuals. We offer countrywide courier from as low as 40 kwacha. No need for app downloads. Simply call 0971 130766 or email info@falconexpresszm.com and we will be at your doorstep. Falcon Express, professional, friendly and reliable.
How to use your home Airtel Money wallet when traveling across Africa. Step 1. Get used to a new place. Step 2. Learn the language and culture. Step 3. Pay your bills in a foreign country using your home Airtel Money wallet. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
Welcome back. Residents of Mufumbo district in Northwestern Province have appealed to government through the Ministry of Home Affairs to provide vehicles for the Zambia police officers in the area, stating that the police in the area does not have vehicles, hence making it difficult for them to do their daily jobs. Speaking in an interview with MUVI TV News in Mufumbo district, Kabuta Ward Councillor Kelly Skalaunda says there is high levels of crime in the area because the police are not doing patrols in the area due to lack of vehicles. He has that it is sad that whenever there's an emergency, the police have to lobby for a vehicle from other officers for them to do their work, which is embarrassing for them and making it difficult to execute their duties and job. Here is a report.
Actually, it has come to our attention as people from Mfumbwe for what we are experiencing. You know, the Ministry of Home Affairs, if you look here in Mufumbo district, we don't have a vehicle for the police officers. And the police officers are finding it difficult to travel from one place to another. And there are so many crimes that are happening in Mufumbo district where you find that a police officer or the police station they have got no vehicle. So appeal to the government is that please, we want the government through the Ministry of Home Affairs to provide the vehicles for police officers so that it can be easy for them to do their work, to execute their works. Recently we had an accident that's happened in this district, in Mufumbo district, where the police officers, they didn't have a vehicle. They go and lobby vehicles from different departments. For example, you would find that they are lobbying a vehicle from DC's office, from the OPs, which is not giving respect to them. Yeah, we understand that they are also part of the government, but as police itself, they should have got a vehicle so that the vehicle can ease them to do their work. There are so many crimes that are happening in Mufumbo district. Find that a crime has happened in Kamabuta Ward. Find that the crime has happened in Shimpantanga, Miluji, And you know, Miluji, for you to reach Miluji, there's about 474 kilometers. Now, how can they manage if they don't have a vehicle? So I appeal to the government through the Ministry of Home Affairs that we want the government to provide vehicles for the police officers, for the police station in Mufumbwe.
National leadership in Mwense is appealing to the President Hakainde Hichilema's led administration to source for an investor who make finished products from the abundant mangoes in the area. In an interview with MUVI TV, Chief Lubunda says his subjects are forced to take the produce to Kasumbalesa border or preferably Lusaka, adding that mango trader from Mwense do not make enough profits because of the long journey to the market. Chief Lubunda noted that if a mango processing plant was set in Mwense, it would create employment for the local and open up the area for business. Here is a report.
Yalikuwa tawa mango vingi sana. Elo kuli mango kula pango fintu fingi sana. Nomba nshimwana bwino kula mula bana bandi. Wale nina pali mango hapa tali. Iya kwebati ya mango nga yali teremuike. Kuti balufye myewe yao. Nomba ndefu aya nebo n'obuteko tubombere pamwe inche ndepo iya pa kubika mango factory nde train ba investor bese babike mango factory so that bali abana aba yakasumbalesa kulusaka konse baleke okwenda chirenye ndwesta bakaletu alafie mupepifie okusungirira kwemyowe abantu n'amasanso ya pamuseo webuteko vikeni kwa malo ndetereni abakwisa bomboli mulimo ero teine na utendeka na pali mundemba kwali mayo mowa ishiro walefu aisho kuchiteki nomba bakanabesa kwata bavikire ku malo nomba ndefu aisho kuchiteki ine na isa mukubombera abantu temukwisekesha nangu kunonka ndefu aya okulungika fyonse monsho mole sampisha imu matorolo umuli mwandetere pachalo ni uno wine pantu wakulekere shako shaka bembe po inchito na imbi kumbi kanchi mfuire na shana chitefu tunturu ku bantu pakuti na lesaka eva mwabombeni we mwana watu ishitana kubikire mu chipango wali sakameni abantu banoto.
On that note, let's take a look at the top stories making headlines once again. Pongali Wewe accused of being a runaway dad, and 2 people arrested in drug cleanup exercise. CSO Debt Alliance loads debt transparency strides, and Luswaniso says changes in office of DPP are normal. Green Party welcomes the sacking of Sioni Solwezi. Taps remain dry despite several water bodies. And on that note, we come to the end of the news. Do join us again at 21:30 hours. Stay tuned for more upcoming programs. Thanks for watching.